por eso crecí el texto para que puedas alcanzar a leer. Hice más grande el texto. Vale, perfecto. Aquí vamos. Voy a hacer más grande todavía el texto.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else? Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening. Real smart folk design the tests. They use these things called algorithms. They take into account what fulfills you. If somebody isn't happy in the job they get, it's likely on account of a poor attitude. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches. As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars. When an engine came in, I'd strip it down and rebuild it. I mostly built for myself. Custom tools, little mechanical critters to talk to. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
mensajes raros entre el señor Udam que vamos a ver. Mira, mensajes para Alex Hawthorne, el capitán original. Buscaron las máquinas de ayer. Olvidé mencionar en mi mensaje anterior que tanto soy. Te envío una copia de mi culebrón favorito, las aventuras especiales de Astro Acero. Va sobre un apuesto pirata especial con un corazón de bueno acero. No estaba precisamente aprobado por la Junta, así que no vayas enseñándoselo a tus amiguitos gangueros. Pero que te entretenga mientras estás por ahí de aventuras. Cualquier parecido con cierta persona es completamente intencional. Udon. Nota para mí mismo, acuérdate de esto, no mejor. Ada, recuérdate que consulte este registro todas las semanas hasta nuevo aviso. Sí, todas, no, Ada, Ada. No hace falta que lo hagas, yo estoy muerto. ¿A qué viene esa pregunta? Como decía, la vi con mis propios ojos, un arma increíblemente potente en el laboratorio de Welles. Me estaba pidiendo a gritos que me la llevara, y lo había hecho, y lo habría hecho si el vejestorio hubiera apartado la vista o si hubiera olvidado de ella. También se la podría haber pedido con un poquito de amabilidad. Dijo que la llamaba rayo reductor. También me dijo que como había perdido las formas, no iba a dejar que la probase. Me contó que se había inspirado en los logros de otros científicos que se habían atrevido a sobrepasar los límites del conocimiento humano y la decencia moral. Había oído rumores de armas legendarias como esta, armas que van más allá de lo imaginable y de los avances científicos, pero sinceramente pensaba que solo era un cuento. Tras ver al rayo reductor de Welles, empecé a preguntarme si habrá algo de verdad en esos rumores. Pistas de martillo destructor. Ok. Sin leer. Ok, el señor Udon, el compinche del compinche. ¿Qué es un compinche? Queridísimo Alex, no te imaginas lo contento que estoy de saber por fin de ti. Tu mensaje era trochante. Me encanta tu sentido del humor y el relato de tus payasadas. Espero que tu terminal coopere en el futuro inmediato. Por cierto, estaba trasteando con las comunicaciones de la pionera para descubrir chismorreos jugosos y me he fijado que no llegaste a la plataforma de aterrizaje de Frontemar, sino que en su lugar tocaste suelo en la espesura. Menudo individualista estás hecho. Solo espero que ese idiota de Thompson no te haya dado problemas. Sea como sea, espero que tu visita a Terra 2 resulte productiva. Ardo en deseos de que nos escribamos con más regularidad. Tu mejor amigo, Udom. Hola, hola, Alex. No sé dónde te criaron, pero Ah, pero me juego el cuello a que fue en un establo porque ah, oh, me juego el cuello a que fue un establo porque cualquiera con un mínimo de decencia sabría que es muy mala educación ignorar los mensajes sinceros y apasionados de un amigo. Saludos, Udom. PD, contesta por favor. Un saludito. Querido Alex. Hola, Olita. Espero que todo vaya bien. Fue un placer volver a verte en mi oficina la semana pasada. Te pido perdón otra vez por todo aquel asunto de la nave. ¿Cómo ha podido pasar 2 veces? Los terminales de hoy en día, de verdad, no dan más que fallos. Ja, como tu nave. Espero que hayas pensado en aquello que comentamos. Ya sabes, lo del señor Welles. Siento meterte presión, pero tengo la ligera sensación de que sí que lo conoces y si tan solo pudieras decirme dónde está, bueno, sería maravilloso para nuestra amistad. ¿No crees? Estoy deseando volver a verte, compinche. Tu querido amigo Udon. Ah, un placer, querido Alex. Hola, soy Udon Bedford. Nos conocimos cuando incauté tu nave por accidente. Mis dedos gordos y torpes me dejan en ridículo una vez más. Espero que no fuera mucho inconveniente para ti. Ah, para mí fue un auténtico placer y valoro sobremanera tu contención para no estrangularme. Eres un auténtico caballero. Si alguna vez vuelves al espacio aéreo de la pionera, bueno, más bien espacio espacial, no dudes en darme un toque. En la esperanza perdida sirven espectro vodka. Podríamos probar todos los colores. Ya sabes, cogernos una buena. Ya me dirás algo, tu nuevo amigo. Udom. Sin asunto. No hacía falta gritar, mi terminal estaba roto. Me tomé unas copas de más e igual la tiré del escritorio. Ya sabes cómo son estas cosas. A veces uno tiene que dejarse llevar. No voy a decirte dónde está Willis, así que no insistas. Invítame a invítame a una la próxima vez que me veas en la esperanza perdida y a lo mejor te perdono. El único mensaje que él mandó. Mm.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
¿Sabes algo sobre el automecanoide que está cogiendo polvo en el armario de mantenimiento?
The unit is a cleaning Sam. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify Sam. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for Sam to properly operate. Mm-hmm.
Ellos pueden venir. Así.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back-bayed brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Be a trick.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs. Yeah. He's like the rest of those bored jackasses. All bluster, no grit. All you gotta do is square your shoulders and stand up to him. Bored ain't accustomed to disobedience. Yeah, because I knocked my foreman out with a tossball stick. But, to be fair, I wasn't the one who started it. The guy was insulting my Rizzo's Rangers. Look, if it's a crime to defend your favorite tossball team against slander and calumny, well then lock me right up. You wouldn't be saying that if you'd been there. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Pendejo.
You know something? I am lucky. I ought to raise a glass of 0G to my fortune, if I had the bits. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
A mí no me cae bien ese tipo.
you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating in the boxes.
Customs and inspection, right this... way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Well, let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board
El tipo de los
representative here on
mensajes.
Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
Surely this must be some sort of mix-up.
They must have a real big bee in their bonnets, then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford. You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Solo porque él está vigilando la nave.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Be seeing you.
Are you free to talk?
Coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland.
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time. While we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. Thank you, Captain. This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time, nor loitering. Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one, but 2 officers. Kicked one right in the kneecap while he poked the other in the eyes. McRed's lucky we're too backlogged right now to hunt him down ourselves. But if our resources clear up and we catch him before some contractor does, I fully plan to lock him in ISO with them 2 officers he wounded, thinking he won't like that one bit. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
does it. You're an artist, Captain. There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? This is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
No. That's me.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
I know she's in there, Mpuru.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
shit.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for local passage.
The story.
Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
No sé qué pasó.
Anarchists live as one with the animals.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want in your crew? Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like. It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Alert. An